So we're back now. We had ended the interview, but we were talking after the interview, and the talk after the interview ended up being too interested to not get on camera,
Okay,
not get on
cool.
tape. So you were
Okay,
saying
that's it.
you were describing some of the rhythms you built in studio for a few
Yep.
artists. So tell me again what you were saying.
Okay. So, slight correction. This
Yeah.
was this wasn't my stuff, right? It was for man, and you in Jamaica, so I got to work with Dave Kelly, right? So watch this. So he was here doing a session with one of our local groups called Visage, right?
Yeah.
And uh, so I'm gonna this a piece of musical history, right? So you can hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
All right.
I hear you clearly, clearly.
So the great Dave,
Hold on, hold on. Go ahead. Say that again. Your audio dropped out. Say that again.
oh yeah, so the great legendary producer Dave Kelly, Jamaican, who actually lives in the Bahamas, and he schooled there. So the Jamaican-Bahamian musical connection is stronger than you might think, right? Because oh man, so this is another thing. One of my best friends in the world is Baby Shamro, right? Allow it, but yeah, man, he is that's my boy. Oh, and the thing is, I hadn't even met him at the, but I work with Dave, and this is the machine that Dave actually built two rhythms on.
Oh,
This right,
cool.
bang,
And that's
but
the MPC.
3000. Nakai MPC 3000. So I, but I'm telling you, I didn't get to tell you this part. So I used to take that around with me
Yeah.
to use with my DJ sets. So from, dude, this is like from the 90s, bro. So I'd carry that around so I could play samples, right? So that had me ahead of the curve as a DJ, bro. So I had my little clips like Dion the Butcher, this and sound effects and whatever, all of that stuff that I used to trigger from that machine as a DJ way back before that was even possible, as it is now.
Cool.
That, yeah. Oh, and then the other story is one time at the studio, this gospel artist that you may have heard of named uh, BB Winans. He wanted to do some drum programming, right? And I had a drum machine, the Alesis HR16B, and BB Winans and I was sitting and we programmed drums together for one of his songs, bro. I don't remember the name of the song, so don't ask me. But yeah, yep, we did that, and I was teaching him how to tune the drums and all of that type of thing. Because you know what I used to do? Sorry, man, you jogging my memory on so many things. So you know what I used to do from way back then, bro? On my drum machine, I used to try to recreate beats for popular songs. So I don't know if you remember this old Two Live Crew song, "Get It Girl," get it, girl, and "Hey, we want some." I'd stay up late in the night recreating the drum patterns for popular songs, bro. That's what I used to do in my spare time. Lord, I had too much time on my hands, but that's what I used to do.
No, but you well, one, you went after the new technology. You went after the new technology. You invested time in improving yourself on that
Yep.
technology.
Hold on. Sorry to cut you off. So, watch this. So, the MPC 3000, right?
Yeah.
Do it is an expensive piece of equipment. If it was $3,500 then, right? So, in 1993, that's like $1 million now, right? But how I got the money to do it was from a DJ battle, bro.
Really?
Yeah. So, I won this DJ battle and I was like, bro, I taking this shit to the next level, and I went and took part of the winnings from that. Jump on a plane and went to go get my friggin' MPC 3000, bro. Which, by the way, is just for people, um, the music nerds. That's the machine that Dr. Dre uses to this day, bro. So he did the Chronic with an MPC 3000. He
Yeah,
did the Chronic 2000 with an MPC 3000, bro.
cool.
So there.
Yeah, but no, but the point is, you use you well, you weren't afraid of the technology.
Mm-mm,
You use the technology. You improve yourself,
for sure.
and that put you when the opportunity came up, you were there. You were right.
I
You were
was
in
ready.
position. You're ready to go.
Yep, I was
Ready to go.
ready, bro.
You ready to
Dude,
go.
I still have um uh Dave's so this uses something old technology called a SCSI drive.
Yeah.
So it would be the equivalent of a jump drive to the younger folks where you could store the information. But on board it has, dude, this has a, the thing uses a floppy disk, bro. So if you remember those days, right? And how little was able to be stored on a floppy disk, right? Okay. So you had to SCSI put a SCSI drive to the back of it to improve the memory. So I still have the SCSI discs with fairly programming on that machine, bro.
Cool. Yeah.
I got that shit. I got that shit. Oh, and dude, another rest of dead. I did a song, a rhythm with Frankie Paul, bro.
Oh, okay.
Did he program on that machine? So the rhythm is called Hanky Panky, right? And boy, oh Lord, so much. Okay, this guy there too, but MD's, who's a Jamaican Bahamian, uh, we did a song for my wedding, bro. That was done on the rhythm that I made with Frankie Paul.
Really?
Yep, that talks about love is faithful and understanding. It's not about fighting every day. So, am I wrong or right to live my life to love you every day? He and I wrote that song for my wife, bro, at
Oh,
the time.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
crazy. On a rhythm that I sit and program with the late great Frankie Paul.
Frankie Paul.
Yep, crazy. I hadn't even thought about that for a long time. But so yeah,
Well, I'm glad I got that information on tape. Now. I'm glad I got that on video. Yeah,
yep.
man, that's valuable stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Preserve it. Keep it. Keep
After, bro,
keep
and
it.
I couldn't tell you how many times people offered to buy that from me because that machine, long out of production. But for those who know, they know what that machine is, bro. Yeah, and there's like a cottage industry now, so people refurbishing those machines and repurposing them to use in this time because those old machines had a certain sound. So people would use, Dr. Dre used the MPC 3000, and very famously, Pete Rock would use the SP12 and the MPC 3000. Jay Dilla, all of his stuff was done on an MP3 3000, bro. You understand? So that machine is it. It has a certain swing to it that you can't. The company can't reproduce, bro. They try to do it like with software, release a software version of the MPC 3000.
Yeah.
Don't sound right.
Yeah. It never quite sounds the same. It never
No,
quite sounds the
it
same.
sounds too clean. This man, this got the dirty feel, and it feels like when you programming that,
Hmm.
it feels like it has a swing to it. That's man, it's unbelievable, bro. And you can't recreate it with software. You have to have that machine to get that swing.
You know, I did an interview about 2 weeks ago now with an Atlanta producer named Milton James.
Mm,
And what he kept saying, his preference too was that kind of MP3 uh, line of drum machines.
uh-huh.
And what he said, the reason what jogged my memory just now is he said why he loves them is because they can give him a swing like to the U.S. American jazz market that swing is that off little offbeat, just that little bit of offbeat that he's able to get that swing and get that feel with the the MPC series of machines. And
It is true,
I need to check it out now.
bro.
Now that both of you have now preached the MPC, I need to
Yeah,
check out
do
those
it,
machines.
do it, do it. If you could get your hands on one,
Mhm.
do yourself a favor. You'd be doing yourself, your musical self, a favor, bro.
All right.
Yeah, that's the bee's knees right there.
Cool. Cool. Well, I appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that.
Mhm.
Appreciate that. And I would encourage you to to document and to write down and recall or videotape yourself, recalling as much of these stories as you can.
Man, you just did it. You could do it for me.
Well, that might be a thing. That might be a thing. No,
Yeah,
seriously,
bro, you making me think, bro. You bringing up memories. Just this conversation, bringing up things that I hadn't recalled in my mind in many years, bro. So
because
thank you again.
you're welcome. Because like
Yeah.
I said, with the young musicians, like here in Jamaica, for example, they when they want to research the music, it's difficult going back to find written, recorded information about the history of the industry in the Caribbean. You can find a lot.
Sure.
You can find a lot from the Americans, from the Americans and the British, but
Hmm.
to find recorded music history from the Caribbean is challenging.
Oh
So
wow.
I am encouraging everyone with history, particularly music history in the Caribbean, to record as much of that history as they can. The connect because people don't know the connections, the networks that were built and the connections between different songs and different projects and different artists and I am just realizing the Jamaican Bahamian, even though I am Jamaican Bahamian, the Jamaican Bahamian connections, you know.
Bro. So let me give you another story, bro. Again, from the Compass Point days, right?
Mhm.
So I told you I was a assistant engineer at Compass Point. So watch this. That means that it's like a glorified gopher. You know what I mean? But you know, so that uh what you need to do is to go into our vault and find all material with Bob Marley on it, bro. So I spent like a month just digging up everything with Bob Marley, and um I had to clean up and duplicate the the 2-inch tapes. We used to use Studer 480 2-inch tape, right?
I remember that.
Fine.
When I started recording, that's what was recorded. That was being used.
Okay, so I had to go and do that with all the Bob Marley stuff, bro. A lot of unreleased material that I got to listen to the 2-inch tapes, bro, right? And watch this. So clean up everything, send the track off to the record company. It was Island Records, but they ended up doing the project with another record company. I don't recall it right now, or it might have been Island that ended up producing it. But some of the material ended up being the album uh, that they did that produced Lauren Hill with Bob Marley. Turn the lights down low.
Yeah.
That project, bro. A lot of that material was stuff that I literally dug up out of Compass Point vaults, bro.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. So, man, hey, Compass Point was it, dog. Was it. And, oh, Jesus, man, so much. On top of this, so Mariah Carey, right? The song Fantasy,
Yeah.
right? Which famously samples Genius of Love. The bringing, bringing
Yeah.
was done in the Bahamas, bro.
Really?
Yep, do it. And watch this. When Tom Club was recording Genius of Love,
Hmm.
and they were in say Studio A, right? Guess who was in Studio B at the time that they were doing that, bro?
Ooh.
Sly and Robbie.
Oh.
So Sly and Robbie walked over and heard what they were doing, and Sly and Robbie ended up programming the freaking beat for Genius of Love, bro.
Didn't know that either.
That's why Genius of Love sounds so goddamn good. Cause Sly and Robbie touched that, and they legitimized Tom Tom Club's reggae-ness, and that's why that song is so goddamn dope. Done right here in the Bahamas.
Wow.
That ended up being Mariah Carey fantasy with Old Dirty Bastard. That's the line.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know if you know, I was blessed enough to work side by side with Ebo Cooper of Third World
Oh my
for
goodness.
several years. It was one, it was an honor, but two, I learned so much.
I could
Um,
imagine.
just working side. And he spoke very fondly of his time at Compass Point. He spent a lot of time in the Bahamas, and a lot of time at Compass Point, and he spoke very fondly about that time. And I would love to get into the vault of Compass Point and to dig up some of that history. Uh,
Oh my. So let me tell you another story, right?
yeah,
Sorry, but this. Okay, so this is like a bad story, but it is true. So in Compass Point Studio, right? They had on the walls, bro. They are like all of their platinum records, gold recordings, etc., etc. The actual things that come from the RIAA certification. When you sell a certain amount of companies, certain amount of copies, sorry, of a record, they send you a plaque, right?
right,
And the plaques would be, if it's a gold plaque, a gold record, a functioning gold record, and they'd put it in there nicely, frame it, etc., etc., right? All down the walkway when you walk into Compass Point Studios at the time, bro, they had them everywhere, right? Because the history of the dude, like ACDC records that were done there, bro, you name it, Red. Compass Point's Studio A in particular was one of the best sounding recording spaces on the planet, right? This our history, bro.
yeah,
So watch this. Fast forward years later, the studio closed down, and I went to the restaurant.
mhm.
You know what they were using for placemats in the restaurant, bro?
Oh,
Those platinum gold records.
really?
People were eating fucking pasta off of those records, bro.
Wow, wow.
Bro, I lost my shit. I freak right out, bro. I threw a conniption in the. I almost put like when Jesus turned over the
Table.
stuff in the temple. That's how I was in the people place, bro. I freak out, bro.
Wow.
So of course, I never got to go back to that restaurant, right?
Wow. Wow.
Bro, I lost it. Dude, they when they put my, because I had ordered pasta, I'm a pasta freak. Dude, freaking, they placed the hot pasta on a freaking copy of, uh, strangely enough, Third World's, the album that had Now That We Found Love. They were serving me pasta on that record, bro.
Oh,
Bro, bro, I lost it. But yeah, that's the.
wow.
Couldn't
Wow.
make it up.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it up.
But
Yeah,
come,
man, because people don't, the subsequent generations have no appreciation for what
yeah,
these things mean, bro. You know what
true.
I mean?
Yeah.
So a person they probably thought it was a cool idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having no idea, no appreciation for what they were actually doing, bro.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
crazy, crazy.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
time marches on, and nothing we can do about it. But yeah, that was a moment, bro.
wow. As we talk though, as we talk and think about it, Compass Point Studios themselves, itself. is an example again of the Bahamian Jamaican connection. You know,
Sure.
just
Yep.
just the studio itself.
Yep. And it was owned by Chris Blackwell, who
Exactly. Exactly.
not discovered Bob Marley, but he certainly was instrumental in getting him from where he was and introducing him to the world.
Yeah.
Because, excuse me,
And Jimmy Cliff.
yep, yep, it goes on and on and on, bro. And all of these things happen here,
Yeah.
right here in our backyard, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. So
But I
that
appreciate.
that connection was nothing to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, the harder they come, that was recorded there, bro.
Yeah.
Recorded right here.
Again, appreciate this. Appreciate you sharing these stories.
Yeah, you got to shut me up, bro. I'll be like a pastor. Yeah, the service could be over in 2 minutes. But one more thing.
Yeah, man, we got to do this again. Like I said, probably with DJ Craig Boo. Uh,
Sure. Oh Lord.
that would, and I probably that might take several interviews as well.
Yes, indeed.
So again, appreciate it. Go enjoy your birthday. Have a good time.
Sure. And again, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my good friend of 30, 40 years,
40,
bro.
40
40
plus
plus
years.
years.
40
Because we
plus years.
graduated 40 years ago.
40, yes, we graduated 40 years ago. So it's been closer to 43,
That'll be
44
46
years that
years.
we've been knowing each other. Yeah.
Yep. My
Yeah.
goodness. Anyway, until such time, my brother, you take well, you do well,
Likewise.
continue the journey, continue pouring into other people, continue collecting these stories because they need to be told, my brother. They really do need to be told so that people know from whence they came.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. And especially us as Bahamians, could trivialize our contribution to the world's music because music is healing, right? I just again I tell you I read the whole internet from time to time, right? So I saw the story that um, the single most searched song in the world
Hmm.
is Bob Marley's Three Little Birds, bro.
Yeah.
Over 2 billion collective streams, and it's way more than that by now. But that is the single most searched, listened to song in the world. Bob Marley, Three Little Birds, followed closely by Bob Marley, One Love, People Get Ready.
Yeah.
Both recorded at Compass Point. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Brother, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
man.
All right. Keep doing what you do. We'll catch up.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Salute.
Respect.